are you? You are quite well. Thank you, blogger. Sit down to enjoy the video. So, I've been well, things are going on well. It's a new beginning. Everyone has got resolution to make them see, reach, achieve their purpose in life. Of course, majority call it goal in life. It is good. It's a new beginning of a new counting time. Majority call it year. Some people call it season. It's a new season. A new season for a new things. I think people, it's just it is an activity, or it is just an idea that now people think it is a new beginning. Now there is new things, and in fact there is no new things. It's just yourself continuing to navigate life the way you have been in the previous counting time. That may make you, that you think may make you feel better. So without further introduction or ado or many things, I want to touch on the topic today, and I want to touch on the topic of perfection. Perfection. While I was just traveling on my way, going into my usual duties, I just passed by and I saw something which was kind of a free machine that had got no any need of requiring something like fuel or energy for it to do its work. So the man handling the machine was so perfect that when you saw it doing it, you could have realized that this thing was meant for you, only that your day was counting to reach the man. So the idea was very good. It was a machine, looks like this. The seller claimed that he just couldn't find this machine in the country, that the only place to access the machine was outside the country. Okay, it sounds good, because even if you look at the products which the man purported that were from the machine, they were so beautiful, wonderfully made, so expensive, that even the most expensive idiot would have to give it 20% thought of positivity about it. So it was something like this. It had to be two raw materials that was just like usual mat like this, or we call it gunia in our native language. So you only add to, I think I should start by just showed us how you could make a thread go through the machine. The machine is this one. I think you can see it very well. It's just this. It has a tiny hole at the tip. It looks like a sewing machine needle. So it had two bits like this. It has two bits like this. Then at the center at the center of the hole, at the center of the bead, there is a hole running through to the tip. So for our ease to do this, he managed to tell us that we need just a cobbler's sewing thread to make this this thread run through the needle. So this is how he told us it will be done. So this is what the man told us. It was to be put like this. Just make sure they are two like this. So then you enter it here. You enter it here. Then it goes. Then it goes. Then it goes. It goes until it appears there. You see, now it has appeared there. Now this is the entry point. Now it is there. So the knot resembling a place where it's to be put on a livestock's neck or horn, depending on how you used to tie your livestock, is where now you enter your thread. Then after entering your thread there, you pull it. You pull it. Then you pull it. You see, I have so minimal sewing. I think this one is for pullovers. It is so little that I don't have otherwise. I want just to show you whatever I went through. So you see, it is here and it is now here also. So the thread is here now. So the thread is there. Oh my, my thread has got so many eventualities. So after doing that, now we remain with one place. You can see it, the tip of the hole, the tip there. I think you can see it. You put it again, you enter it there, then you just do this to the inside. There is front and behind, so you enter it with this, the inside, and then you put the thread in the looping end, a place where it remains for hanging someone or tying livestock. Then you pull it through the hole. Then it becomes something ready for the job. So after this, now your machine is ready for work. After this, the machine is ready to work. So this is there are now two materials, raw materials. It is this one and this. So you just do this. Just have to do this. For example, let me just be close to the. Just do this to pass the thread on the other side. So after the thread goes on the other side, or you do it again second time, and then the thread goes again. So you tie to make the work look a bit. You make sure you tie it. You tie to make it tighter so that it may not be loosened or may shorten the life of your work. So it is stylized just like that. Then after that, you adjust it like this, and so you direct the needle. So you just do this, you see. So the needle goes this and comes back, goes and comes back, goes and comes back. You see, goes and comes back, leaving such. See how it works? You see? So it was like this to the end of the work. Oh, I think this my thread has got issues, so I may stop from there. So this is what the man said, and the 1 month with expenses of around 4 of the threads, each costing around 50 bob. After completing that with that labor, he told us it may amount to 800 shillings or 600, and it was sounding good. The man did it perfectly, not the way I'm doing it, because I have issues with my thread and my machine. I'm the first timer. That's the first time I've heard about it, and I know I have come across it many times, but I was not interested because I'm such a kind of a guy whom doesn't like to be a part of the crowd gathering on the road. So as you see, the man was perfect on his trade. That attracted me to have this kind of a machine. Maybe I may be perfect later, or maybe the way he sold this machine to me, he sold it to the extent that I saw this machine was perfect, that it could do the work which I had planned that I could do with it and make money with it. So it was no topic for the machine. I was talking about perfection. Perfection is what people work towards and live towards achieving. And no any human being in the world is perfect. On the other words, we can say no any human being in the world which is complete. People try their best to reach perfection, and each and every time we find ourselves in the deep end of imperfection when we are not planned of it. For example, you're just in your house resting, then you had an urge to walk into the toilet. As a mom, you left your baby sleeping on the bed, then all of a sudden when you are just in the toilet, I'm talking those toilet outside the house, not living with the toilet inside the house, maybe even inside the house, then immediately you are just starting your short call, then you hear a very big cry or a loud cry or screaming, a baby screaming. You don't know whether to go on with your call or to go rescue the baby. So you just left your baby sleeping well, but all of a sudden when you walked into the toilet with the screaming of your baby, you see every woman senses when his or her baby is in danger, and they always recognize, even from far, the voices of their baby. Then you realize that something wrong has happened to your baby. As you rush back, you find that your baby is on the ground from the bed. So you don't understand, because just a few minutes you left the baby sleeping deep in sleep, but immediately you are just in the toilet. The baby has fallen from the bed, has screamed, and is now in silence. So that's a good example of imperfection. Your baby was in the perfect place, sleeping. You are just trying to go put your call in the right place for its perfection, but all of a sudden something wrong happened. Your baby fall from bed to the ground, which may interfere or may take away the life of the baby. So the world is a place where there is so many imperfections that we may not control, but as human beings we try to pretend that we can protect and make the imperfection being perfection. Hello? Are we on the same page? We in the world, we try to make so much of our imperfection to make them look perfection. We pretend to make our imperfections to look perfections. You see, many people, especially those people who are a bit older, they try to navigate about their stories on their times when they were growing up. They say that their life was so perfect, that they were so disciplined, they were so straight on their tracks. Even the stories from our parents, they were so good people. They were so very good people that they were perfect in religion, in sports, in school, in academics. They were so good people. But you see some imperfections that you end up asking yourself a lot of questions and you get no answers at all. So people pretend to fail the imperfections of the earth to pretend to make them perfections, which may not work. So even in our working environment, they are our seniors. They are put there to be the eye of the institutions where people work, in the production companies, services, education institutions, tertiary institutions. They are our seniors there. So each and every time they try to mend imperfections look perfections. That's how we came up with the laws, and we came up with constitutions, and we came up with the natural laws, because of the imperfections of man. Just right from the Bible, if you are a reader of Holy Scriptures, Bible and Quran, about the 10 Commandments, they were provided because that's now history. I know pagans will have time to understand me, but I'm sorry. You also, you believe in natural being, supernatural being. There was imperfections of human. That's how 10 Commandments came by, so that people will try to live within the 10 Commandments. However, others still went astray, including people who are termed in the Bible as close to God, like King David, who went ahead to commit adultery with the wife of Uriah, a senior commandant of his army. He made sure that Uriah would go to war and will be in the forefront to lose his life. But you know, in the nature of army, the seniors always remain behind as juniors front, so that they get command as they front, as they approach their enemies. So imperfection is something of the nature of human being. Adam and Eve, Adam was imperfect. The imperfection of Adam made supernatural being God to bring a woman into his life. That's how women came to be created, so that the imperfection of a man could at least be navigated or made easier, but still human nature will not be perfect even after addition of a woman. So I think almost we are understanding each other. I know you may not understand me the way I understand myself, but thank you for trying, putting energy to at least gain something at least about the topic of imperfection. So imperfection is the nature of human, and whatever we do, we like it or not, we still will find ourselves being imperfect. This is how we came up with security. We give security because human is imperfect. Imperfections of human. So these imperfections will lead to a person think of going to steal someone's property, because he himself, he may not like people stealing from him, but stealing from others becomes a very petty thing, or even killing because of stealing. So security was created. So I want to make it imperfections very simple. Even myself, I'm imperfect because I cannot see my own face. I can't. I rely on a mirror. So who told me that a mirror is so perfect that can give me exact face of mine? I'm very good upstairs, but I don't have an idea on how I can see my own face real. I have to rely on a mirror. I have to rely on a friend to tell me whether my face is good or how my eyes are looking like. I'm not sure whether this is how I look. That is imperfection on itself. Another imperfection in my body, I've never seen my back since I was born. I've never. And I will never see it because I have no idea how I can see my back. So human nature is imperfect, but they try to put things that makes them think that they are making it perfect. They are making it towards perfection, which may not come today. That's why I pity but I'm very sorry. I pity people working in the law institutions, law firm, because they are there to instill perfection in the human nature, or in a body, or in a situation where it has been in a case where it has been decided that human nature is imperfect. So they want to pretend to put the imperfection nature that it had to be perfect, to the extent of putting such imperfections to make them more imperfect by protecting the wrong to make it look right. So this is a situation where we come up with fact instead of truth. So in law institutions, we now look for facts. We don't look for truth, because truth needs individual, as facts need evidence. I think we are clear here. Truth need individual. You have truth. You don't even need to go to court. You don't need even to look for your right. Truth will set you free. Truth need individuals. But now facts need evidence, need courtrooms, need lawyers, need judges. So as judges, you go through your daily duties. I always pity you because you try to make imperfection look perfection. Even yourself, the way you are sitting there making this imperfection look perfection, there are so many areas where you have been imperfect. Even at the present moment, you are making or listening or going through the proceeding of a case. So, my friend, human nature have been imperfect, and I think they will continue. They are continuing to be so imperfect. And I think it is now upon each and everyone to make decision on the right thing that can make them be comfortable without interfering with other souls or other life or other entity. Imperfections are so many, even the way we dress, the way we talk, imperfect every day or each and every second or each and every passing time. There is nature of imperfections in every man. The policeman, there is imperfection in the policeman. They try to instill laws on already incomplete man, a man who needs support, a man who needs assistance, a man who can't think straight, but still they have to put such person under authority so that they try to make him to be on the perfection side of life. Another meaning of perfection is just to be ideal. Even myself, I'm not ideal. I think this is a not ideal me. So I've done it. It is a very wide topic that even you can contribute. If you have your time, please, and something in your brain, don't wait for your time to die and rot with it. Say it so it may help few people who may come across. We don't do these videos to be popular. We do these videos to make our mind known by few interested people. Very few, even if it is one person. I've inspired one brain, or I've laid out my thoughts to one brain which may correct me when I'm wrong. So that makes me happy. I don't do videos to be a celeb, to be a talk of the town. I just think that while I'm thinking alone. But now imperfection has arrived with what is called internet to make it perfect for people to meet worldwide. There was imperfection even of meeting each other. So imperfection made innovation to bring internet, Facebook, Twitter, so people can interact. Something may happen far in Europe, far in Asia, far in America, United States, but still you can just reach it or receive it just at exact time that it is taking place, because there was imperfection of mobility that brought about internet. Imperfection of mobility that brought about transport system. Imperfection of your eyes or sight which brought about spectacles, which now can make some people see clearly. Some people also put it on as just an ornament to make them look more beautiful, like myself. So it's like something like, it is a preach, it's a sermon, but it's not a sermon. It is just something on my mind. It's a chat. I would like that when you are interested in my chats, just invite me, that we chat with you, so that we share what's in our brain, because everything starts with mind, then it's being spoken, then action takes place thereafter. Without further ado, let me leave you with those short. They are not short, they are long, but to me they are short because I have more. So I'm just requesting you, I'm please requesting you that just view to your best time, subscribe and share, so that it may reach some people and it may make them see life differently, and maybe they can change, or maybe they can come and tell me the correct view that I should use to view. Thank you very much and welcome again. Thank you.